let's take one practical question of dishonoring. On 1st January 2012, A sells goods to B for ₹1,000 on credit and B accepts a bill for 3 months. On due date, the bill was dishonored and the noting charges were ₹50. So we are going to assume in every question that the noting charges are ₹50. If there is dishonoring, there must be some noting charges. Dishonoring means the holder will have to go to the court and he will have to pay the noting charges. The bill was dishonored means on due date the bill was not met, or you can say on due date the bill was not paid. Due date means the date of maturity, and the date of maturity in this question is 4th April 2012. So let's see what will be the journal entries in the books of A. On 1st January 2012, suppose you are A, you sold goods to B on credit basis. So what will be the journal entry in your books? B to sales ₹1,000. And on the same date, I mean to say 1st January 2012, what you did? You received a bill from B. So BR account debit to B. BR debit means debit what comes in, and to B means credit the giver, ₹1,000. And on 4th April 2012, you were the holder of the bill and you were waiting for B on due date, but the bill didn't come to your place for payment. It means the bill was dishonored. So what will you do? You will immediately rush to the court to meet notary public. And for all these formalities, you paid ₹50 as noting charges. You have paid ₹50 noting charges because you are the holder of the bill. But ultimately, this expense will be borne by B. So what will be the journal entry on 4th April 2012? First of all, B debit 1,050. If you are going to debit B, it means you have to receive money from B. It means you are going to make him debtor by ₹1,050. It means your books are telling that you have to receive 1,050 from B. Why 1,050? 1,000 for the bill and 50 for the noting charges. And to BR ₹1,000. Basically, you have reversed the journal entry of BR to B. And the reverse entry will be B to BR. And the same thing you are going to do in your books. B to BR ₹1,000. So to BR ₹1,000, but B will be debited 1,050. And to cash ₹50. Because you have paid ₹50 from your pocket. So credit what goes out. So you have paid ₹50, bill is cancelled for ₹1,000, and you have to recover 1,050 from B in future. So in this way, when you pay ₹50 as noting charges, you will inform B that your bill is dishonored, the bill has been noted down in the register, and I have paid ₹50 as noting charges. This money will be recovered from you in future. So in this way, the journal entries will be passed in the books of A for dishonoring. In this situation, I have assumed that the bill was retained by A till maturity. Now let's see what will be the journal entries in the books of B. On 1st January 2012, you bought the goods. So journal entry will be purchases account debit to A. And on the same date, you gave the bill to A. So the journal entry will be A to BP ₹1,000. And on the due date, you couldn't go to A because you didn't have money. So bill is dishonored. What will you do? You will reverse the journal entry. The reverse journal entry will be BP to A. And BP will be debited by ₹1,000 and to A 1,050. And you will debit noting charges. Debit ₹50. Because you know these are the legal charges and it will be borne by you ultimately. You can't escape from this 50. This is the legal obligation. So noting charges debit 50, BP account debit 1000, 2A 1050. What will be the narration? Being bill dishonored and noting charges were rupees 50. And what will be the narration in the books of A? When the bill is dishonored, being bill dishonored and noting charges were paid. Very simple narration in this question. So let's make A's account in the books of B on the basis of all these general entries. First of all, purchases to A. A has been credited by rupees 1000. Come to the A's ledger, buy purchases rupees 1000. Then A to BP. A has been debited. So do the debit posting in A's account to BP rupees 1000. Then A was credited by rupees 1050. So come on credit side, buy noting charges rupees 50, buy BP account rupees 1000. So to balance CD 1050. Total on both sides 2050. So in this way, the journal entries will be passed in the books of drawer and in the books of drawee if the bill is dishonored and the bill is retained by A till maturity.